Voodoo, from dark to light. This presentation examines the Vodou religion and more specifically focuses on the ritualistic practices, belief systems, spirits, and gods that compose the religion. In an attempt to further understand the Christian religion, Vodou, numerous academic journals, websites, and books were accessed and studied. The following presentation is a summary of all the findings and conclusions drawn from the studying of Vodou, which include ritualistic practices, origins, and beliefs of Vodou practitioners. Keywords: Vodou, religion, Christianity, God, spirit, African, Haiti, rituals, possession. Vodou is a religion of misunderstandings and misconceptions. The religion originated in the 16th century. Vodou is a hybrid religion composed of both Catholicism and Vodun. Vodun originated in the ancient kingdom of Dahomey, presently known as Benin, Nigeria, and Togo, Africa. Vodou followers believe that Bondi created humans in his image using clay and water. Vodou was created when Africans were displaced by slavery and brought to the New World. When they were placed with their slave owners, they were no longer able to practice their traditions. Restrictions of traditional practices promoted an alternate method of worship. The new method of worship was implemented by using traditional saints from Catholicism in place of traditional African spirits. Vodou is widely perceived to be the practice of witchcraft and devil worship. In actuality, Vodou is a multi-traditional religion dating back over 6,000 years and practiced by roughly 60 million people worldwide. Present-day Vodou is mostly practiced in Africa, the Caribbean, specifically Haiti, and America, specifically New Orleans. The main idea of Vodou is that everything is spirit. The primary goal of Vodou is to serve the spirits. Vodou revolves around the belief that the visible world contains humans as the inhabited spirit, while the invisible world is inhabited by spirits, the invisibles, mysteries, angels, and spirits of the recently deceased. Vodou is a religion of rituals, possessions, and sacrifices, believing in one supreme God. The one supreme God believed in the Vodou religion is known by many names depending on the area where Vodou is being practiced. In Haiti, the one supreme God is called Bondi, which can be translated to good God. Bondi is communicated with through thousands of Iwa, or spirits, due to his/her immense power and the inability of followers to reach him or her otherwise. The Iwa are spirits of the Vodou religion and should not be mistaken for gods. Iwa are numbered in the thousands and are responsible for mediating between the divine and humanity. Iwa guide, protect, and heal followers of Vodou. Due to the belief that God is so transcendent he or she is beyond reach, all rituals and prayers are done between Iwa and Vodou followers. Possession is a primary part of the Vodou religion. Unlike Christianity, possession is not perceived negatively. Possession is believed to be a means of communication from Iwa. It is the belief of the Vodouisans that through possession they are able to manifest Bonye's will, be guided, and healed. Vodouisans typically gather in a temple that is ran by a priestess or a priest. Rituals typically involve singing, dancing, drumming, and the possibility of sacrifice. These practices are done to encourage possession from Iwa. Animal sacrifices are performed in Vodou rituals, but are not necessarily mainstream. Animal sacrifice may or may not be practiced in a Vodou ritual. It depends on the area and the belief system of the Vodouisans. Animal sacrifices are performed to feed the spirits. The animal generally sacrifices a chicken or a rooster. Occasionally, a larger animal will be sacrificed to feed the spirits, but it is unusual. Iwa has been closely associated with Catholic saints, the foundation of the Vodou religion. Some of the saints supplemented for African spirits include Iwa Zaka of agriculture as Saint Isidore, Iwa Papa Legba as Saint Peter, Iwa Ezili Frida as Saint Mater Dolorosa, and serpents generally being associated with Saint Patrick and Moses. Saints have replaced the Iwa since the foundation of the hybrid religion Vodou. Vodouisans believe that their purpose in this world is to serve the spirits. A sacred center pole marks the temples of Vodun practitioners in Northern America. It is believed that by creating intricate drawings called vive on the ground using cornmeal, and by presenting food, drink, and gifts on an altar, individual spirits can be invoked. The Vodun religion believes that once deceased, humans continue to participate in human affairs. It is believed that these affairs require sacrifice. The afterlife that the Vodun believe in is not a warm and beautiful afterlife as believed by Christians. Vodouisans believe that the spirits of the afterlife complain that their existence is cold and damp, and that they are hungry. This is a contrast to most religions who have the idea that the afterlife will be blissful and is something to look forward to. In the Vodou religion, there is no good because there is no evil. Goodness is measured by an individual's actions and their influence on Bondai's power in the world. Serving Ilwa is the main code of ethics practiced by the Vodou religion. Respecting elders and family ties are other major components of the ethics practiced by the Vodou religion. Vodou is rule-based without strict ethics that are implemented. Azili Frida is the goddess of love in the Vodou religion. Papa Legba is the intermediary between the Ilwa and humanity. Aida Wiro is in charge of fertility, rainbows, wind, water, fire, and snakes, and her husband, Danbala Wiro, is thought to be the Sky Father and the primordial creator of all life. He is one of the most important Ilwa of the Vodou religion, and Agou is the god of iron, in charge of both war and rum. Azili Frida is represented by the heart symbol meaning love and femininity. Papa Legba is represented by a cross to depict the guardian of the crossroads. Dambala Wido and his wife Aida Wilo are represented by two snakes symbolizing a boat, and a saber is used for Agul, the Ilwa of war. The Vodou religion is a misunderstood religion that is rooted in darkness and yet blossomed into light. Vodou was born from despair, fear, and tribulations, yet has overcome obstacles and brought love into the lives of Africans that, without knowing another way, found one. Africans found a way to worship when there seemed to be no way. A hybrid religion that has overcome the sands of time continues to exist and thrive today despite cruelty, unjust circumstances, and hopelessness. Vodou is not only a religion, but proof that no obstacle can come in the way of believing in one's God. The question that Bowie asked in his book, The Anthropology of Religion, was crucial. What functions does religion serve? Religion serves to connect with something greater than yourself. Africans were able to do this despite being denied practices that they had their entire existence. I feel that the Vodou religion does an excellent job at portraying religion in the aspect of culture, with an environment including both the natural world and human society. In the face of despair, Africans were able to conform to the society that they were sold to and practice religion with the use of the natural yet foreign world around them.